Hello, hard yarners.
Alrighty.
How are you, Delby? You're back from your ankle thing displacement?
Yep.
Do you know what? I just realised, people watching at home, it all really, like the new background with Delby, he's got the All Trades cover, but you've got like a green shirt and you got the pinky. It's very, very like...
It's good, just like All Trades cover.
Yes, All Trades cover, they will help you if you are a big tradie, a small tradie, and a medium tradie. And I don't mean your actual size, I mean the size of your business. If you're a sole trader, you're a large construction company, whatever it is, they're going to be able to quote competitively. Yeah. And we actually just got one of our listeners who had hit All Trades up, they messaged us and screenshot the email that got sent back. They got a $100 broker discount. So nice. I don't know if that, maybe I shouldn't say that because maybe they don't do that for everyone. But for whatever reason and whatever their situation, that potentially the amount, because it looked like it was a large amount that they were getting insured for. But
okay, well that's great. So then
they're helping you out.
That's paid for our next year of sponsorship.
Yes, yes,
so
yeah, definitely. John,
I know John's listening.
Get on board. You
renegotiate.
Yes, I think we're actually getting close to renegotiation time. So
great. It's so fucked now because John's like a mate of ours. And
can't ask for more money.
It's so weird. But he's such a good guy.
And even if he just stays on it, I mean, no, he's tripling his price.
Manifestation.
But thanks, All Trades Cover, for your help, mate. You guys are awesome and love your support. This episode's also brought to you by Crafted Finance. I'm actually catching up with Crafted Finance in 45 minutes for a round of golf. Nice. But Crafted Finance, Delby, do you need help with mortgages or assets?
I actually will. When I come back, I'll be getting them to
refinance?
Look at my
yeah, cool.
Yeah, and I don't think they do financial advice, but I'll be.
Well, he does. He helps with that. They do assets.
I just need to check if I need to start moving my gambling money into a different account because I know the bank looks at that. But
they definitely do.
They didn't look at it for my first home loan, which is good.
Interesting.
But,
well, you know what? Crafted Finance will be able to tell you all of that. They're also really good at making sure you get the best deal over the term of the loan as opposed to paying upfront. Like, cool, you get this loan and you only have to pay this much.
5% loans.
Yeah, exactly.
Wild.
So he will present you all of the options, but he will present you, or they will present you the best option over the term of the loan and which banks to go with. That's always really good.
You know what's fucked?
Transparency.
Every time you say which bank, I thought Commonwealth Bank. The minute you said that,
crazy
which bank, their marketing strategy there.
One thing he said that a lot of people go, if you were to suggest go with this bank, and they're like, it's a very unknown bank. What happens to they go under? Well, no more loan.
Oh wow!
So
you should actively look for a loan with banks that are on the edge.
Either it's going to be taken up by, bought out by another bigger bank, or just, I don't own the money.
Imagine.
So go with the less of known banks if they have a lower interest rate, surely.
Dude, let's make a plan. We'll go with one bank and we'll blow it up. Allegedly. This is for content and humour only. Fight Club. #Fight Club.
But anyway, you'll get that sort of advice at Crafted Finance on how to blow up banks. No, they're very good. Hit up them. The website and all the links are in our show notes.
The whole ethos was trying to help you out and stop being screwed over by banks.
By the banking system, cool. But episode today was good fun. Good to have Delby back in the hot seat. He's come back from his ankle surgery. He's actually a little, we won't say mobile, but you're able to get upstairs on crutches.
I'm allowed out of the house.
That's
all that matters. I'm thankful for my freedom.
And it's our last episode before we both go away, but we are staggering some episodes to come out and be released. But Delby, do you remember, what did we talk about? It was pretty good shit talking one.
A little bit about love. And we talked about, again, building resilience within the sporting context and learned helplessness.
Learned helplessness, yes.
We talked about you are what you think was a big majority of it.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest
First
part.
20 minutes is just a general catch up and chat, and then we go into some self-help and development stuff.
Yeah.
Some reflection on your birthday and stuff we've done well.
I think it says a lot about us that we can just come out here talk with nothing to talk about, like just talk shit.
Hidden agenda.
And still hit some pretty cool topics. So love it. That's it was a very good episode. Enjoy and let's get hard.
Let's get hard on my ankle.
Welcome to Hard Yarns Podcast.
I am fucking fat.
Anything
Chris White says, please disregard it.
5D is actually a state of being. It's a unity consciousness.
That was hard yarns with me, Frankie Rose. So I'm going to throw it over to your co-host,
Daniel Jelby.
And Cameron Branch.
I would do this and then I'd gong.
Free in attendance for the millions listening at home. Let's get hard.
Rock, yeah. How are we going, Daniel?
Yeah, good.
You back?
Yeah.
How's the ankle? How's your shank? How's your lamb shank?
Fuck, first time I'm out of the house in 11 days.
Is it?
I've been a prisoner.
What do you have today? You have like an assessment or something?
That was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you're lying.
Well,
you're already lying.
I went to the surgeon.
Yeah.
But this is my first voluntary. My mum wrote today, enjoy your freedom.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
So, but it's been good, man. I've been home with mum for 11 days.
No. How's
mum's English.
Yeah. Mate, you're Italian. I'm just going to go with that. How's that go, living with mum for a bit?
It's awesome, bro. I love it.
Want to go back to it?
Fucking, it's so good, man. Yeah, it's better than Bali.
Take you back to like high school days.
Yeah, well, way less stress. Mum's not a single mum working 3 jobs.
Yeah.
She's like, she took carer's leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, sick.
Yeah, got to chill and like have the nephews over and
nice.
Have some proper downtime.
I know you say you don't want to be a dad, but you are obsessed with that kid.
Oh, dude, they're fucking funny. They do some cute shit.
You'll be a good dad, man. I think.
Nah. It's good after 45 minutes.
You get to give him back.
Yeah, 45 minutes. So I'm like, all right, you're annoying me now.
I see Sev just had a kid actually. So yeah, interested to see if his tune changes on a few things.
Yeah, right.
Because it does change. You start to
that
prioritize
kid's
people.
Gonna be so big.
Oh, it's so big.
So big.
Because
every male is taller than their mum.
Sabine is taller than me.
Yeah, like, she's 6'1", I think.
Oh yeah, maybe more.
Yeah.
And she's a legend. I like Sabine.
Awesome.
But yeah, they're gonna have a
tall.
What's
Seb?
Seb
6'10", 6'10", and mum's 6'1" or something. So gonna be huge, bro.
Yeah, and I think 6'1's conservative. I definitely look up at her.
Well, I've got the photo.
And she wears heels. I'm like,
if we've got that photo of me doing their wedding, I was on a step ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the opening line was like, I really have to step up for today.
Yeah, that's classic.
Yeah.
But well, congratulations. That's I'm interested to see if that changes like his perspective because he's very business orientated, and he's obviously going down that path of like I want to make it so my business runs by itself, so then I can spend more time with my kids. Well,
it's ended up being like one of those accidental perfections where his whole life has been aiming to have that residual income and have the free time.
Yeah. I don't think that's accidental, like as much as like I don't agree with his way of life sometimes because it's very structured and very, very intense. But he's said to me over the last few years that that's what he's wanted. He's trying to do it so for when he has a kid, so he can step into being a present parent a lot more.
Yeah.
But interesting. Well done. Congratulations. But I see why. Like, because you can't do that.
Have a kid.
That's why. But you can't be like you can't get it to run without you, which you have a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the hell big side, the hell positives from this fucked ankle. Like, yeah, so many good things, dude. It's been awesome. It's
with
been
such
fucked.
a negative. That's great.
Yeah, it's been fucked. Like I've lost mobility for like 2 months. I'm on tour on Thursday.
Yeah.
For 24 days, doing like 25 shows, and
with a broken ankle
on crutches. Like I couldn't I booked to drive everywhere. So now I've got luckily in Adelaide I've just hit up a guy I met that was doing stand up.
Which foot is it? It's the right. Oh, so
right.
you accelerator foot.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So I can't drive for 6 weeks.
Oh no.
And even like, because in Adelaide, I'm doing Adelaide and then Country Adelaide, which is a 3-hour drive, and then Mildura, which is another hour and a half. I'm like, fuck, I'll fuck myself here. And it's not, I've only done 40 tickets in Renmark, which I'm fucking raging about. But I was like, well, I'll hit up a comedian over there and see if they can drive, and I'll give them a spot. So one of the lads that I met at Adelaide Fringe is going to drive me and do a spot. So I'm going to pay him to do a spot and drive. So that's solved that problem.
Nice.
And then when I get to Sydney, hopefully my friend's going to be able to drive me around. Otherwise, that next hurdle is going to be public transport up to Newcastle and Central Coast. And fucking Scooter and moon boot.
Again, you'll
But-
be like back in high school days.
Yeah.
Catching the 468 bus to Joondalup.
Might be good catching public transport in a different city. Just
Bro.
For the stories.
Looking at public transport in Europe.
Yeah.
Europe, great.
That's how you
UK,
get there. Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, you
Do
get
you know how
stabbed.
expensive it is?
What, in the underground
to
or?
go from like London to Middlesbrough
Yeah.
is like $400 for
What?
two of us.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, this
That's
is bullshit.
that
I've been
can't be right.
Googling it, and it's like the best price we could find was like $350.
Get on the app.
For
There's
two of us, but still like.
Or get on. There's an app. I can't remember the name of it. I had to find it from Legacy. It's called like Trainline or something. It's got all discounted train tickets.
Okay, yeah,
So you
actually,
don't
that's
buy.
I fucking
Yeah.
I've talked to like, yeah, he wouldn't be fucking.
Yeah.
He definitely wouldn't
Nah.
be spending that shit.
Nah. So we were getting.
Oh, I'll message Legacy.
Yeah, you get tickets like way cheaper.
Yeah, sick. Fucking sick.
Yeah,
That's good.
But yeah, like the benefit was instead of cancelling the Manjum Up and Bunbury shows, so I had 70 sales at Manjum Up and 150 at Bunbury. I let them all know that it wasn't going to be me. And I had like maybe 10 or 15 refunds from Bunbury because I wanted to see me, and the rest hadn't seen the show, and they all went just because, like, you know, the show. And I got Buddha to host, and he crushed it.
Yeah.
All the feedback, like,
Sick.
just by chance. My brother had mates in the audience on the Friday and
Yeah.
said he did wicked, and then I had some people that had been to other comedy shows and said he did great.
Yeah.
So that's huge because now I could bring him on tour with me. We could go to Sydney.
Oh, then you got your
He
mate.
could do a
like-
show.
Oh,
while
yeah.
I'm doing a show.
Yeah.
And I'm traveling with someone. But our plan is to do locker room laughs on like the Wednesday or Thursday, teach comedy night Friday, Saturday, and then can either do another locker room laughs or host a Sunday singles or something.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's
it's
pretty
been
cool, man.
super positive.
That's awesome. That's so good.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, got the stitches out yesterday. I was going to show you before the pod, but
Oh, I don't know if I want to look. Can you see it?
ankles-
If you're
ankles.
watching at home,
it's
oh,
cooked.
it's not going to.
So that is where
Oh.
there's a plate in there.
Yeah.
And then here, this top bit.
Comes like, whoa, it's still big.
Yeah, it's a bit fat. This is way skinnier than it was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, foot fetish, OnlyFans. So
Fuck
they
hell.
went in through this top bit and did an arthroscope. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where they like,
Arthroscope's good.
they
It's,
clean it out.
it's good long term because less invasive. You don't get the arthritis as much.
Yeah,
as-
that's what he said.
Yeah.
He goes, that's the biggest concern. But what they've done, man, is fucking, I didn't even know about this technology. They call it loops. It's a something loop, like a stable loop or something.
Yeah.
So like in my leg right now, there's two loops like a lasso made from synthetic structure that where the two tibia and fibula joint
Yep.
and the ankle joint, it's wrapped around the two bones and the ankle joint
Yeah.
and then wrapped around again
Just
to
keep
keep it all together.
Yeah.
But to keep that loop in place, they've drilled onto the other side of my ankle like a little metal tab.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, and pinned it in. So when I was looking at the x-ray, I've got fucking like metal pin on one side of my ankle and you can see the synthetic loop on the x-ray,
Oh.
like double loop,
What's
and then
it,
on the other side.
Does it dissolve over time?
Nah, it just stays there forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Will it start to move at all? Or?
Fuck, bro. I don't know, but I can feel it when I'm like doing my leg exercises. I can feel it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird.
I need to look into me shoulder one, like what they put in there, because someone was telling me with screws they come a little bit loose.
Yeah. Well, you can get them out later in life.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know, this podcast has got me like, fuck, I want to be all natural in my body.
And then you've got to put this in there.
Now I've got,
Yeah.
like, I didn't want this, but every specialist I saw is like, if you get the plates in long term, no arthritis, like it's going to be better.
Well, that's good.
But like, he said in a year's time, once it's all healed, unless there's any issues, you keep it in forever. But I'm like, well, fuck, I might just go in and take it out anyway. Because I don't want it in there.
With your hands.
Yeah. But I'm thinking, fuck, like, I don't want to fuck with it.
Yeah.
Like,
would you try and do, what's his name? Joe Dispenza.
I was
your
trying to
body
do that.
Yeah.
Before fucking,
Didn't work.
well, I couldn't heal my bones
Piece
quick enough.
bullshit.
Yeah.
You couldn't
I
heal.
was raging, man. Every time I visualize on it being nothing, so from Bali, like when it was just a crack on the outside,
Yeah.
I'm visualizing that healing. Then I went to the next specialist. Then it got worse. You find more fractures. I'm like, fuck, didn't visualize hard enough. Then I went to the specialist here and he found more fractures, man. I'm like, fuck, I've visualized my leg to break 3 more times.
Oh, no. You've actually done the
I've
opposite.
done the opposite. It kept getting worse and worse and worse. I'm like, fuck, man?
Mate, that's classic. That's reverse engineer it.
Yeah, so frustrating.
That's fucked.
But the benefit is like fuck, man. Heaps of people have helped me out. Like Mush came up and visited with his daughter. Flo, Spiritual Ninja, came around last night.
Nice.
It's been awesome.
Does it give? You said yesterday because I'm playing golf today and yesterday, and you were like, just don't take your body for granted.
Yeah, man. Listeners,
what's that done for you? Like,
bro, once I'm allowed to move, I'm gonna fucking get shredded.
Yeah, and just be like, well, this is. I think like that's probably what happened with my back and stuff like that. I was like, I'm not keen on feeling like this anymore, and I've just been consistent with it since. And when you get sore again and hurt yourself, you start going, fuck, like you just take for granted feeling normal.
Yeah, it's
same when you're sick, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst thing was after my like when I got back, waiting for the specialist on Monday, I got really, really sick on the Sunday. I was like fucking shivers and fevering.
Oh, really?
And then Mum was like,
yeah.
Mum thought I had like like an infection, and I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like, fuck, because all these signs are like an infection. So we've called the hotline or whatever for advice, and because Mum's a nurse, she just doesn't want to freak out because like she can't think clearly when it's her own son. If it was someone else, she goes, I would have taken you to hospital straight away, because it's you. Like, went to the fucking hospital, man. Waited 8.5 hours. We got there at like 10 o'clock. I got seen at 4:30 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah,
had barley belly, bro.
Hey man, you just got the shits.
I was so fucked, bro. But because it was the timing, I didn't get barley belly in Bali.
Yeah,
at all.
It's happened to me before.
Got back
and had like a day and a half later.
Yeah,
like what the
what's with that?
Oh no,
that's weird.
Yeah, I don't
barley
know.
belly on one leg is fuck, bro.
Fuck,
because you need to shit all the time.
That
You keep
would
getting
be
up and
the
down.
worst. No, because you just need to be able to go when you got to go.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No thanks. Yeah.
But lots of positives, and it's funny because after my back surgery, I was like, I'm never taking my body for granted, you know. And then I got fat.
It's like a little reminder, eh?
Yeah.
Kick up the ass.
Yeah. So,
that's good. Like it's not good, but like it's
the
good.
frustrating thing was in Bali, I started working out again. Like I booked a hotel right next to like a fucking, and I was smashing it.
See, a couple of mates just went to it's Andrew Paps, I think it's his, but also Cam Watkins went on to that health retreat.
Yeah.
And they loved it, man. I want to go. Like
Cam ran it, hey?
He ran a lot of the, I think, like the breath work and stuff like that. It looked, and Tim and Sammy, my friends who just happened, they didn't tell me they were going. They didn't know I knew them. And
just by chance.
Just by chance. And they loved it. And the breath work, this is like, Tim's a real like straight and narrow kind of guy, like construction guy, fiery, just like, nah, fucking keep all the woo-woo shit out of my life. I'm a straight and narrow. And he said the breath work was ridiculous. He said he'd never felt at more peace. But and he said, I said, can I mention this on the pod? And he's like, yeah, I don't care, whatever. He's like, yeah, when you're doing it, because it's the breath work is But he said you do it for an hour.
Yeah,
I
did the class.
So really intense, and he didn't realize. And he was like, after you start hearing people crying, and then like he's like the trauma that came up, and I was like, fuck. So this is like very consistent. Everyone is. It's like a hallucinogenic state you almost go into. I guess
I was lucky. I didn't get any trauma, so I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
maybe I've dealt with it. all.
Yeah.
I had like a little cry, but just because I just feel like I needed a release, but I didn't have any specific trauma.
Yeah, and I don't know if he was saying some specific things came up, but like it's just a release of things, and that goes back to what Cam was saying. Was like if it's too much, you just change your breath and you ease it, and then you can go out. Whereas with mushrooms or hallucinogenics, you're in.
Yeah,
you got no choice.
With it's more like it's also like a cardio sort of like endurance because having to breathe that pattern, it's actually like a workout in itself. Yeah, because it's unnatural.
Holotropic, I think they call it.
Yeah,
holotropic breathing.
I can't even remember what it is now, but it was like it was like too hard.
I think it's called holotropic breathing from memory, and it's
it felt good. I remember afterwards, my body felt very cathartic. Like I felt like I'd flushed it.
Peaceful.
Yeah, because I got so drunk that night, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's what, because you think of this health retreat as this idea of like, we're going to be eating all this good food. And so he's like, nah, a couple of nights we got on the piss and had big ones. Like, it was great. It's like, it's not rigid.
Yeah.
It's, and everyone has a good time. But,
That's like my sex life. It's not rigid, but everyone has a good time.
Yeah. To hear two people who were like, are not down that sort of same pathway as us, they said they came back and just their love for each other is improved, like their feeling and like their motivation to be healthy and just be onto it, and their connection individually, but like for themselves as well, what they experience. So I think I might go next year or whenever the next one is, and.
Well, we could make a thing of it and maybe even like...
Maybe we could run our own, but not run it, but like get like
Well, why don't we just jump on with Cam and like do interviews with Cam while he's over there and interview Tyler and that and make a hard yarns trip of it.
Yeah, like do our own hard yarns.
Doco on it.
We could do a hard yarns like health retreat. We won't run it because we don't know what the fuck we're doing, but get like a Cam Watkins to come over and run it.
Or we just like the one he's already running, we just jump on and we document it.
It's not his though.
Isn't it?
No, he does it with... Like he does it. I think he's hired by someone.
Oh
yeah.
Because I mean, I've tried to jump.
I think it's
up
Andrew Paps or whatever.
Okay.
Who's the fucking health influencer?
I don't know.
I tried to get him on.
Don't know. I tried to do stand up over there, and they said you needed a visa. Like, so anything that we did, we'd have to jump on with something that's already happening.
Yeah,
I couldn't even jump up for free. They were like, no. So maybe they saw my stuff, but
yeah, I don't know. We'll have a look at it, or even talk to Tyler as well.
Yeah,
actually, we could do something with Tyler.
Yeah,
like fully integrated, like get a fasting program because he does them as well over there. He does the full things. Yeah, let's put it in the memory bank. Let's do a hard yarn sort of health retreat or something. Hard yarn is health.
Yeah,
there we go. Perfect. But so. Let's take a bit of a change in direction. I got an article I want to read you, and you as a teacher, I really want to hear your opinion.
I shared this on my teacher page yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
What do you think I'm gonna?
I know. I think you sent it to me today as well.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do it because I want to talk about it. It's fucked.
Awesome. All right. So in New South Wales, the Teachers Federation is recommending the use of gender-neutral greetings in the classroom. So instead of boys and girls, this is part of an effort to create a more inclusive learning environment. The Federation suggests alternatives like awesome humans, students, or specific or subject-specific terms like composers for music, whatever.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah,
I can see where I can see what the spirit of it is, but there's no need. There's absolutely fucking no need. It's so stupid.
So
they want, instead of going, good morning, girls and boys, they want to be like, good morning, year nines, which is like, that's fine. That's fair.
Yeah.
I normally go, good morning, fuckheads, what's going on?
But what's the...
I call my collective fuckwits and you lot.
But what's...
Right, you lot, sit down, shut up.
Shut the fuck up. What's the... is the idea to protect non-binary?
I hope not, but I think it is. It's like, it's that woke fucking disgusting...
It's the non-binary.
Well, the page that
because if you identify as a boy or a girl, who gives a fuck? Because you like it, if you're a girl who identifies as a boy, you can just say, "Well, they're talking to me."
Yeah, I mean, it's just something that because the article has come with these weird symbols or for the gender symbols. Like on that page, Ben Fordham's like, "Can you tell me what the symbols mean?" Because I got no fucking idea. It's got the male. The female, and it's got some interlinked one and then some other fucking weird ones. I think, if it's come from that woke ideology of the they, them, non-binary shit, you can fucking eat a dick.
Oh, it most certainly has.
It's ridiculous. But
what else could it be?
Yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, I just thought maybe, here's some... The person that wrote it, you would hope is just like, this is a thing. Here's some help. Because it's from the teachers union. Maybe it's like, here's some help on some other words you could use. Not a directive. Like you must say this. It's probably going, with this issue. Yeah.
If you've got a kid in your class that is non-binary and you're trying to be respectful, even though they're a fucking idiot, this is what you could do.
Yeah, but also I disagree with it. Like, if 95% of the class, 99% of the class are boys and girls, that 1%, suck it up, figure it out. You just go, oh, okay, yeah, they're talking. I'm part of this class.
Yeah.
Girls and boys, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck, dude? Like, figure it. Like, if I'm like at a footy convention, they're like, Freo fans. I'm a West Coast fan. I go, no, stop.
Yeah.
All fans.
We are doing that child a disservice by entertaining their delusion.
Yeah.
That is what's happening. You are doing that child a disservice to their future mental health, entertaining their delusion that they are non-binary. Yeah. They do have a sex.
Yeah. It's pretty simple. It's
get them okay with that.
Yeah.
Get them okay. Understand, hey,
and
you're feeling uncomfortable in your body. People do.
Yeah, you go through puberty. You figure it out.
Here's what's happening. Let's break it down and help them understand.
Yeah, I'm just sick of the squeaky wheel getting the grease. Like,
yeah,
fucking, if you're part of the small minority, just suck it up and go, okay, cool, I'm still part of society, just because they didn't say girl, boys, and intersex, or girl, boy, and whatever, man.
Yeah.
Just fucking... shut up. If you want to fit in, shut up, man. If you want to be accepted, just shut the fuck up.
We're seeing it so often now, and I even see this in sports, and we were talking about it prior to the podcast about sporting players basically saying, I don't want my coach to coach me because they're not picking me and they're not like this.
Get better.
They're not playing me in the position. You don't get a fucking choice.
No shit.
You're a player in the coach's team.
Yeah.
Like this, I'm talking more professional sports and things. We are seeing like entitled little fucking bratty cunts decide what the coach does, and then they have to base their performance as a coach on what the team's performance is.
What team are you talking about, Branchy?
But this is common. This is common trait amongst the new generation.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
like
don't
what
like to
Swanee
be
always
that.
says.
I don't want to be that like boomer style person. The new generation, they're little entitled cunts, but they are.
Yeah.
They all think they know where they can play and what they can do and how good they are.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, I was the same, man. I played 153 reserves games just to play 6 league games. 5.
Yeah. Well, it could be 6 when you were born.
Well, let's count
With your
Foxtel
extra
Cup.
finger.
Let's count
No, I
Foxtel
was
Cup.
saying, you could have counted 6 on one hand. For the listeners, Branchy was born with 6 fingers on each hand.
I was, yep.
Ladies love him.
Oh, yeah. I tried that joke. I told you, hey?
Yeah.
It fell a bit flat. A couple of bits went really well, though.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of bits just too wordy, I think, and we'll get there. But, entitled little brats, and this is not just synonymous. What is it when it's just one thing?
Synonymous.
Synonymous to just sport. This is everything.
Yeah.
This is life. You're seeing kids go into a new job and go, I deserve a raise and I want to be in this position, and if I don't get it, it's your fault as my employer or as a boss.
I flip it back. That's poor parenting. I always put it back to the parents, because if you're trying to grow up, if you're raising your kid to be your mate and not be a parent,
it's very difficult. Like I'm battling with that little. I've had to overcorrect a little bit because I've been a very kind, caring, supportive father.
What a fag.
Yeah, well, but I see the brat traits come out sometimes, and I've had to go, I need to overcorrect, and it shouldn't have got to that point. It should have been firm to begin with, and it's difficult to make the change. So,
but you got to make it now.
Yes, correct. Yeah,
because I see that with Geordie, man. Like, he'll throw shit, and I'm like, no, that's not funny.
Yeah,
I'm like, Jamie,
sort that shit out, boy.
And Mum's like, he's 2. I'm like, yeah, but fucking he still can't be a dick.
Yeah, he can't.
She's
be
like,
a dick.
well, he can't process it. I'm like, yeah, but we can still. I
don't know if this is good parenting. I called Scotty a dick the other day.
Well, probably not.
Scotty, you're being a dick.
Yeah.
She went,
you're being naughty, I think, is
Daddy
better.
said a bad word.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's at least you're gender specific. But
Mate,
with the gender thing, they've suggested using other words like experts. I'm like, fuck, bro, have you taught a Unite class? Hello, experts. Experts at what, bro?
Oh, man, I think back to myself as a year 9 student. What a dickhead. Speaking of dickheads, I was a dick.
I was a great student, bro.
I was a great student.
I was a cheeky cunt, but
I was a cheeky cunt too. I was a kind student.
Yeah,
and I was a kind person and I was a good person, but definitely disruptive.
Did you ever have Miss McCracken for maths?
I did have Miss McCracken.
Were you with Martin Ashworth with Miss McCracken? Because he was like...
Yeah, nah.
He was a nightmare to her, bro.
But look, to be fair, I didn't like Miss McCracken.
I felt so sorry for her.
I did as well. Like I liked her and hated her because she hated me because I was disruptive, but she was actually just a very good teacher.
I felt so bad for her, but like because of the class we had, it was like me, Martin, like Samo, I think, and one or two others, and it was just like she copped it so much, bro. But like, fuck, do you remember when Caleb? Do you remember when Caleb came to school?
Yeah,
and he threw a pie at her head.
Oh, I don't remember that, but I remember like something going down.
It's so funny. So me and Branchy, for the new listeners, we went to high school together at Wanneroo, and it was Caleb's first day or second day. One of our mates, this big tall fella, and he got a Mrs. Mac, so Miss McCracken, ironically, he got a Mrs. Mac's pie, and he pegged it at her head.
What for?
Exactly. What for? And when he got pulled into the office, he got off because he said he was just trying to fit in. He was being peer pressured and he was trying to fit in. He got no punishment.
I mean, that's a great
This guy's 6'6", and
Sorry,
he's like,
sir,
they
I
were
was just
bullying me.
trying to fit in.
He's trying to fit in. Like, fucking hell.
Fucking hell. Speaking of high school, thanks for sharing that fucking photo of us. High school for the birthday yesterday. That's... fuck, man, you look at like I could see even the gel, like the curl in the hair and shit. Yeah. Oh my god!
I reckon I haven't aged too much from that photo.
I reckon you've aged a bit in the last 2 weeks, man.
Oh, dude, that's why I got the hat on.
And
I got long hair. My skin's all fucked from being inside.
Oh yeah,
like I didn't see sunlight for 10 days, man. It's fucked.
Fucking hell.
But
yeah, we've had good sunny weeks. I've been trying to get a bit of sun before I head over to Europe, but.
Well, dude, it'll be sunnier than you think over there because it's summer.
Mate, Rome's 35 and sunny every day. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I just, how good's this? I just realised. So, do you, maybe it's not your style of music, but Oasis, do you know the Verve?
Yeah, I've heard of the Verve.
Bittersweet Symphony?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Richard Ashcroft is
Are they opening?
Opening for
You know,
Oasis.
when you sent me that this morning, I was like, isn't this just an Oasis song? Why are they opening to themselves? And it's just clicked that Bittersweet Symphony is not Oasis.
Yes. So Bittersweet Symphony. But Urban Hymns is such a good album, man. It's like it's
Urban They Thems. Come on, mate. You're a musical composer. Isn't that what they said?
That's good. That's quick. Yeah, Urban Hymns is such a good album, man. It's got Lucky Man, it's got Drugs Don't Work, and Bittersweet Symphony. It's a very good album. So I'd pay a few $100 just to watch.
So
Richard
they're
Ashcroft.
definitely opening for the one you're going to?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's pretty sick.
But I'm just really worried about the Oasis gig because. Okay,
as if they're going to stay together, or
that's a concern. If they're still going to be together, but no, they seem to be going all right. But it's more, so it's a very common thing, and you'll hate this. Very common thing at Oasis gigs. That is not beer that's been thrown in the air.
Piss.
That is piss in cups.
Why? Why, man? That's fucking. It's not even funny.
I don't know.
Like, I hate that shit. I've never been part of the boys' club with that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, and it will be. I'd say 80% middle-aged men.
Oasis piss.
Yeah, Oasis piss.
That's so dumb, bro.
Now,
that's not who started that. Like who's like, oh, this will be funny.
Fuck knows. What do you do when you need to piss in a concert?
Well, I wouldn't throw it in the air. I can tell you that much. Like,
what do you do? Do you piss on the floor or anything?
I don't go to these concerts.
Yeah.
But if I'm at I don't need to piss because there's some stimulants I'm on, but allegedly.
Yeah.
My Dexies. No, I would, if you don't want to lose your spot at an Oasis concert, because I feel like you would, there's 100,000 people.
Yeah.
You're not going to go to the toilet. You're not going to get back.
Yes.
So piss in a cup, but pour it on the ground, man.
Yeah, correct.
Don't fucking throw it on people.
I mean, that's my thoughts. I'm just
come prepared. Come with like an empty plastic bag or something.
I'm going to take a knee.
Yeah.
Just piss on the floor.
For Black Lives Matter.
Well, I'm just going to do the footy trick.
Yeah.
Like everyone likes.
Yeah.
For people at home who are watching, when they're watching AFL and they see the huddle when they're circled around, there's always a guy at the bottom taking a piss, AFL included. People are getting fines.
Even on TV.
Yeah, that's why they huddle. Now, I don't know how much they do that anymore because people were getting fined.
Yeah.
For doing
I had
but it was such a common thing. They still do it in the waffle.
One of the guys on the reserves got a red card and missed the game because he took a piss behind the goals.
During the game.
During the game. He went for a piss and got red carded and he had to miss the next week. So international listeners, like Aussie rules footy, there's a thing because I don't know.
You've got the shortest shorts.
Soccer players do it?
I don't know, maybe.
So you do like a one knee down, one knee up, like you're doing a groin stretch.
Correct.
But you flop it out the side and you take a piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very common. Very common.
I mean, it's just the old lad's trick.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't know.
Or, well, whatever. If you're a girl these days with a dick, you can do it as well.
But so
I'll be doing it in netball.
The other thing that concerns me is I stupidly just watched the train wreck documentary.
Poop?
No.
Poop cruise?
No.
What is that?
I
was like,
that one.
what is TV? I saw that last night. I'm like, this is the Matrix, cunt. We have not got the first thing I see on Netflix. Trainwreck poop cruise.
So that one is about that one's about a, I haven't watched that one, but I know that one's about a cruise ship that got stuck out at sea and then their
toilets ran out.
Yeah, they stopped working and everything, shit went everywhere or something. But
I mean, it's a great title.
Yes. But no, I watched two train wreck documentaries.
One, Daniel Delby's Love Life.
I've been watching that one play out in real time. Yeah. But what was the first one? The first one was very good. Oh, it was the Titan submersible.
Okay.
Which, mate, that guy was a fucking idiot.
Lunatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't realise they'd been down like 10 times already.
In the same thing?
In the same one.
Yeah, right.
So it worked.
Just didn't do maintenance probably.
No. It goes way worse than that. Like they did all the testing into this. So basically, going down to Titanic wasn't as like uncommon as I thought. Like it's not like it's commonplace, but like James Cameron went down there and a few people have been down in the past. But they go in steel submarines and it's fucking very expensive and it's very safe. Well, not very safe, but like it's safe and it all works. But he wanted to make it so it was doable for like common people so they can bring down the cost. So they tried to make it out of carbon fiber. That's where they fucked up. So all their testing kept on showing that it's not working. Yeah. And everyone just kept on quitting, going, you are not considering safety.
The physics and the chemistry of it. If the carbon bonds, the way carbon bonds, if it's not going to bend enough, or if it's not got enough give under pressure.
So the issue they found is because you don't know when it's going to crack. Yeah, you can see it. So they did this acoustic measuring, so you could hear when it's. So
imagine being like a kilometre down your head.
Mate, no, it's pop. Yeah, that's exactly what was happening. And so what they do is they were measuring the cracks and the pops to assess how dangerous it was and what was happening. And so it was considered safe enough at certain levels of crackage. But then someone also brought up the point that when fiberglass detaches and those fibers crack, you don't know. There's no set science on like, okay, a certain amount of fibers are cracked. Now it's done. Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay, cool. So they were ignoring all of these safety concerns, and he was like, well, I'll be the test dummy. And then even the guys were going, how about we just send it down without a pilot? And eventually he got to like 3,969 meters down and it worked with him in it. And he was like, yeah, that's enough for me. And then they kept...
But to do it repeat times is fucking retarded.
So they did it like 9 times. And they had a lot of safety things that they had to tick before they... So they'd go out like... they'd have like a 10-day window for one dive and they go, right, okay, well, let's all go out into this ship and then we'll go down on the perfect conditions. And if there's too much wind or there's too much current or it's too cold or whatever it was, they would say, nah, we can't go up. There was a guy who was meant to be a YouTuber, like a YouTube influencer who was on that. And he was, he went in the day before and they were all going to go down. They got down about 3 or 4 meters and they started coming back up, and he was like, "Oh fuck, something's happened." So where the conditions looked like they weren't going to be right, and so they had to start again. And for whatever reason, he couldn't go on the next day, so he had to go home or whatever. So he literally missed. He saved his life by not being able to go.
Yeah.
And eventually, like you can. So there's people with cameras and stuff. You see all the footage of people in there, and the pops, and you can hear it. Pop,
Fuck
pop,
that.
pop. Man, do you know how fucking scary that would be? Like,
No, if there's one thing I learned from living in Perth, there's no safe amount of crackage.
but fuck, man, like
It's not. No.
yeah.
And
so they
they've
would have
probably
heard.
not been made aware of the risk. They've probably been like, oh, that's normal. That's just.
Yeah.
If you said, oh, that's just the carbon fiber that's supporting us slowly breaking apart, you'd be like, fuck, get off. That's ridiculous.
Oh man. So they were just trying to make it so it was profitable, so they could actually get more people out.
But what's the big deal? Like, I have no desire to fucking go so far deep into the ocean and look at old rusty shit.
I mean,
I'm cool with seeing it on TV.
yeah, well, that's true.
I
But
have no desire to do that.
I would go see it like if it was a very safe exercise. I'd be like, cool, that's the Titanic. That's just such a thing. But
You're too far underwater for something to go wrong.
yeah, well, it's scary as well. But like if you went in a steel one, like a normal submarine, like not carbon fiber to make it more
Cheap.
Yeah.
Anywhere, yeah.
cheaper to move. It's not the construction. It was the construction isn't the issue. It's like once you got it, it's the moving it, and because of the extra weight of steel, and whereas carbon fiber is very light, so the transporting of it. And,
I mean, I say that, and I get on a plane every fucking couple
yeah,
of
well,
weeks.
correct,
so-
yeah.
Which doesn't fall apart like it does in the Twin Towers of India.
Well, Boeing, who helped them design it, before they parted ways, were like, "You are in a severe danger of this not working."
Oh, who the
Boeing,
Yeah, the
big airplane company.
right.
Yeah, they were like, so they parted ways.
yeah, fuck.
So this guy was just arrogant.
Yeah.
Just arrogant.
Submarine was Boeing.
Yeah, but that's not where I was going with this. I was going to the
Pope cruise?
The other train wreck documentary was
Also, anyone that renames their thing Titan or Titanic, just don't. Like,
yeah.
Don't, bro. Even Titanic 2, which Palmer tried to do, like that hasn't worked.
Oh, hasn't
Right?
it?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I don't know what Clive's doing with
Don't
that.
call anything Titanic. Like God has spoken.
So the other doco, and this is why it's concerning me going to Oasis. Worst timing to ever watch it. I watched Astro World, the Astro World tragedy.
Yeah.
And the fucking
The Satan worshipper.
my God, man, a Satan worshipper.
Well, the whole thing, they think that's from the Illuminati, and there's all the signs for Satan in the Astro World tour and all the devil references.
Number one, I'm gonna sound like a fucking boomer here, but Travis Scott, his music's shit. What the fuck is that music? There's no. Is there choruses?
That's like all the young music these days.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy because I do appreciate modern music, but it just feels like,
yeah.
yeah.
I got Rexona. I got Rexona with Lona with Bona.
Anyway, that aside, fuck, man, that was hectic. And and I only seen this because the old Familiar to Millions DVD, which is an old Oasis live concert DVD, the barriers break because of the same thing at the start. So
was that a crowd crush?
Yeah, it's a crowd crush, yeah. So the crowd crushed and broke like in an Oasis concert. It was moving
More like a Daniel
back
Delby
and
stand-up.
moving back and forth that much that it was like you can watch it and the wave goes.
Yeah.
But Oasis, Noel was smart enough to go, whoa, fucking everyone just take a step back. Once we've fixed this barrier up, we can start the concert. We're not going whereas there was one moment where Travis Scott was like, there's someone passed out. Everyone stopped for a second. And then he just kept on with the song.
Yeah, right.
But there was so much more going on. It was one little spot, the way that they filtered people in.
Yeah. So the design.
And like I was talking to Grace about this. It's like, sure, I mean, you'd think they'd have models, predictive models to show how things are going to move into there. But I guess they don't.
Yeah, well,
Or
think
should
about like
they?
when you're planning the comedy show, like during Fringe, you don't think about, like, it's a smaller scale, but you're not like, is this going to be a crowd crush? Maybe at the bigger events, but I wouldn't have thought they would plan that. They'd be like, oh, this is VIP section.
Yeah, they were trying
This
to
is
make
a barrier.
it.
How many can we fit in here?
Yeah.
You would hope that they'd be planning that, but I wouldn't imagine your regular bloke.
But that's what I said to Grace after. I was like, well, even if they don't have those predictive models, maybe that's a thing for the future to go, well, if people are coming in from this direction, because it was a central stage when there was no other acts on that stage at all day. That was specific for Travis Scott. And then, so that means everyone collectively came from one direction.
They went to
they were there
concert.
as well. Yeah. They came from one direction at the exact same time, because there's nothing on there all day, and then bang, everyone comes in. So it's created this funnel, and it's
was it before it started
human,
or not?
Yeah, no, it was during, but it's human, I guess.
Herd mentality.
Yeah, to just go, well, this is the easiest spot to get in, instead of like, I can go around the other side and it's a little less stress. But they found this like melting pot of a spot where it just the collective push was.
And the worst thing is when people get together, nobody thinks clearly. There's all like, stop pushing up.
But no one knows 20 meters away, it's perfect.
Yeah.
They don't know. They're just fucking jumping up and down, and that might move and collect. That's what scares me. It's like that people don't even know that shit's happening.
Yeah.
And then you go into this concert, and I'm like, it's the worst timing. I could have fucking watched that. Like watching crowd crushes, but
there is. I don't remember the advice, but someone put a clip up on how to survive or how to avoid crowd crushing. So find that clip and chuck it up.
Okay,
it's got like, if there's a crowd crush, it shows you how to make sure you're not stamped.
Well,
stomped. My personal way,
a-
don't fucking touch me.
As a person who used to go, I don't go to anymore, but I used to go to a lot of festivals. I remember going to like Rage Against the Machine, and I remember after Limp Bizkit, after that issue in Sydney where that boy died.
I don't remember it, but
this was like, I'd say 15, 20 years ago or something like that. After that, every single concert I went to, the band would always come out and go, if someone falls down, pick them up.
Yeah.
Someone falls down, pick them up. We're all in this together. Like, we can have as much fun as we want, but if someone falls down, pick them up.
I'll be like, survival of the fittest, cunt.
But apparently
Leave
this
the weak
Travis
dogs.
Scott crew is just, they're called Rages or something. Oh my God. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm a boomer.
Apparently, they call themselves Rangers. The young Rangers at the Astro
I literally
World.
did quotation marks. I'm at the end. This is it.
They call themselves Rangers, and they film themselves on their iPhones
These
and put it on the Facebook. Doing with little tiki-talkies.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Oh, well.
I turned 38 yesterday. I'm old.
Yeah, it's over, bro.
Oh, it is over.
It's all over.
Fucking hell. Is 38 old now? I don't think it is.
I don't think it is, man. I'm saying that because I'm 33. I think like it's weird. I think the perception of age and time has shifted because when we're younger, our parents are parents of 3 kids by the time they're 22, 23. Now that's just Mirrabooka or Wanneroo. But like your general parents now are having kids later, and I feel like your 20s, 30s are the 20s. 40s are the 30s, 50s are the 60s. Like,
yeah.
But maybe we're saying, like, I still feel fucking 25, dude. Like, mentally, physically, obviously.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's where the limitations continue. But even even that extends a little bit because of modern science and the way we're learning how to stretch and do certain weight regimes and stuff like that.
You look at all the AFL players, like Pendlebury and Sidebottom are having, like, fucking their best season in years. Travis Boak comes back last night.
Yeah.
Fucking third highest possession getter on the ground.
But that only extends to a certain point. Like, I mean, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
I'm
very close to losing my dick.
I've lost it. But if you don't lose, like I can see how football's a perfect example. When I stopped for a couple of years and then tried to come back, like you just can't, like physically. Well, you can if you do all the prep and the training. I'm sure you can. But I just stopped, and then my body wasn't used to it anymore, and it was just hammies and calves, and it's like soft tissue. Your body can't keep up with that sort of sprint work, man.
Yeah,
like,
well, Trelaw's going through that now. For our international listeners, got no idea who we're talking about.
But
what's your proudest achievement over the last year before your birthday, or maybe your last 38 years? One your reflection upon your 38 years of life. What's your proudest achievement, and what's one thing you wish you did different?
I think the proudest achievement is this.
Yeah.
Like actually achieving it.
Yeah.
Like setting a goal to be like, hey, this is what we want to do, and I'm doing it. And you know when that was reflected, because you always think you shift your goalpost.
Yeah.
Always shift your goalposts.
Don't piss behind them.
Because your goalposts are always shifting. You forget where you are. And then I seen a mate the other day, and I hadn't seen him for like 6 or 7 years. And he's like, oh, we're chatting. And I was like, we'll have to catch up sometime soon. And he's like, oh, I've been listening to the podcast. And it's like, yeah, it's sick, man. A couple of my mates got me onto it. And I was like, oh, I know him. So I started listening. And then he was like, you did it. And I was like, yeah. Well, he's like, yeah, you did it. Like,
Just need to get paid for it now.
Yeah. But like, that's happening. So it's just like I don't know, just realizing it's done.
Well, I think about when we first started and that we were in your on the lounge room, and after the first episode, we had like 20 listeners.
25 downloads.
Yeah. And I remember us getting like 50. I'm like, fuck, man, that's 50 people that want to listen to us talk shit.
Crazy.
That's insane, eh?
So I think this, man, is because it's not, and it doesn't stop. It's continuing to evolve, but it's more like a hey, fuck, sit back and realize how far it's come and that. But also, I don't know, I guess without having really thought about it, what am I proudest of is I'm proud of myself I'm just proud of myself for being where I am now. Having like, when you think back on everything that could have gone wrong or where you could have been and where you are now and how good life is comparatively to a lot of other people, I'm just, as I guess, what's the word? As cliche as it is, I have a lot of gratitude for that. I feel really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that, man, like, it just feels good. I'm fucking happy.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, it wasn't my birthday. So, if I was reflecting on the last up to now, I think I'm pretty stoked at being able to live off making people happy. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, again, like, it's that moment of me someone saying to me, "You did it. You did it. You've done, like, you wanted to be a full-time comedian, and you're doing it. That's so good, man."
Yeah, I mean, I just really enjoy my job, man. Like, even like writing quizzes, I'm like, oh man, I got to write this quiz, but I fucking like it, man.
Yeah.
I like writing knowledge and trivia, and
Yeah.
and then hosting trivia nights is so fun, man. And like performing and organizing stuff, it doesn't feel like work. So I was thinking like, oh, I've spent 4 hours making this quiz, but I'm like, oh, I liked doing this.
Yeah.
So whatever. But yeah, I think I like that I've structured my life, and it's so scary because I don't know where my next paycheck's coming from. And having like this fucking my ankle, meaning that I can't work for myself, is like, it's pretty wild. And I've still managed to be able to get some paychecks come through from work I'd organise that I could delegate.
Yeah, that's sick.
But yeah, like this, I just don't know where my next job is coming from, but it's always there. Like, it always just shows up.
Exactly.
You know?
That was such a fear for me for so long. Where's that next paycheck coming from? It's always there, man. I don't know why. I don't know how.
Yeah, it's weird. The line of work that I do, like, I mean, it's not just, just doesn't show up. It's like from 7, 8, 9 years of grind and like word of mouth. But also, like, I put money into Google Ads, and this is where I forget. Like, I think I was spending $200 a month on Google Ads, and that was like set up for like celebrancy, quiz nights, comedy, whatever. And I did that for maybe 2 years. And recently, the algorithm on Google must have picked up like a lot of traffic for quizzes, because I've had 20 quiz inquiries and I've stopped spending Google ad spend.
There you go.
So that's like a cool little thing where everything's sort of paying off, and I go, I don't know where it's coming from, but the reality is, well, it's coming from past me putting in fucking hours and hours of work and grind.
Yeah.
And then the other flip side is like, I'm super stoked that my job depends on what effort I put in. Like, I can create however much money I want. Well, that's not true, but I'll manifest that. I'll frame it like that.
Yeah.
If I want to be paid in 3 months' time, all I have to do is knuckle down for a week here, put a plan into place for my comedy tour, and I just go do it. As long as I sell tickets, which I will, because I'm a good comedian, my show's good.
So I love that. Out there. Good, man. Good work.
Then it's up to me to do that. So, like, you know, it's I like that. I like that about my job. It's not good for the banks.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I love that. Like, my grandma came and visited, and like, she's just like such a negative person, man. First thing is like, go back to teaching. I'm like, why would I?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
Just go back there. I'm like, I make double what I made teaching.
yeah.
I work for myself. I get to travel whenever I want. Why would I do that? You know,
Yeah.
you just gotta go back. I'm like, fucking shut up, man.
Well, actually, hold that. I need a piss so bad. I'm going to piss in the sink.
Yeah, so Branchy just had to take a piss because he's 38 now and can't hold his bladder.
Mate, I've got a serious fucking issue there. But negatives. It's like reframing certain things.
Yeah.
And I gave you an example of
Yeah.
that on the way in. And you can it is like you become what you think.
Yeah.
And you can look at anything in from whatever perspective, and it is your perspective on how it is. You can shift it.
The way you frame your existence or your circumstances, the way you frame it and the way you tell people about it, it manifests it to be true.
I know.
So if I was like, I broke my ankle and I'm fucked, I can't do anything.
Yes.
Whereas I've gone, man, I broke my ankle. This has been the best thing that happened to me in ages because I've learned how to delegate. I've had time off. I spent time with my family, which I normally wouldn't do.
Yeah.
This has helped me regain trust in people as well. I've been able to find trust and find friendship and yeah.
But do you think negativity is like a learned behavior?
Yeah, I definitely think if you've grown up with it and it's like a default mode.
Yeah. So I guess it's all. I think that what you're doing there, that's more coming back to your authentic version of you, which is like, I'll find the positive in this. Like,
yeah.
Very like it's not. This isn't a flight or fight response sort of thing. It's not like danger. You start to get negative because of, I guess, learned experiences.
Learned helplessness as well.
Yeah, potentially. But I don't know. I just like to. I think if you are, like, it seems to be lately a lot of things coming back to being authentic, your authentic self, and unlearning everything you've learned through, whether it's a negative thought pattern, whether it's a toxic behavior, whatever it ends up being. They're usually, I would say, no, they are learned behaviors.
Yeah.
Whether it's through your parents, through friendship groups, through societal pressures, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then if you end up just going back to that version of yourself that is just like, I guess you have to unlearn everything you've learned.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, yeah.
Because you do learn positives.
Yeah.
But
maybe not even unlearning. Maybe just stepping back and asking if this is healthy for you or if this is this doing me benefit or doing me harm?
Yeah, is this a service
But
or
that
not?
takes a skill to go, to realize that you are thinking that way.
Yes.
Because if you don't even realize that's a choice or a thought pattern, then you're fucked. So your first step is going, is this true? Is this true? Is this a belief? Or is this a thought? Or is this an idea? Once you can figure out, this is not even a truth. This is just a belief that I have that I've told myself over time to be true.
Yeah.
And then you can step back from everything that whenever you find yourself thinking that negative pathway.
How much
but
does
there's
that
people that
shatter
don't
you, though?
have, yeah, but there's people that you don't even have that skill or don't even know. Like you don't know what you don't know. But it does suck when you figure out, oh, fuck, man, I've been living my whole life this way and it's not even a truth.
Yeah, because you can see something from the outside.
Yeah.
But it's we've said it a few times. You can, life's full of stories. But what good is it if you don't speak each other's language? If you're not ready to hear something, you're not ready to hear it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's important not to tell people what's wrong with them or not wrong with them, but what's doing them a disservice. Because if they're not ready to hear it, unless they ask for it, if they ask, what am I doing? That's thing.
Well, the framing has to be, is that true?
Yeah.
And if they go, yeah, go, why? And then they'll figure it. When you can get somebody to work it out for themselves.
Correct.
It's always like, is that really true? Okay, why do you think that?
Because how often
is that all the time?
Because how often will you, like, someone will recommend a TV show? You'll be like, I'm not watching it then.
Yeah. Like Mr. Robot.
Yeah. I'm not watching it because you want me to watch it so badly, sort of thing. Like, if you let them stumble across it. And
Or you go, if you're ever bored, here's an idea. But
yeah.
But I want to show you this clip. I've been trying to watch it each day because it is about reframing how you think of life. It's just a Joe Rogan and Theo clip.
Yeah. Consistent reinforcement is always good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way Theo, by the end of the convo, he reframes what it means for life. I really like it.
Okay, cool.
I think I'll be dead, bro.
All right.
No, I don't want to.
So wait, what's this? What's this? This is just a
It's
conversation
just about like
between.
reframing how you are thinking about your life right now, and it links into what we're saying.
Okay, cool.
Like how we're viewing our existence and what we're proudest of.
Okay, cool.
What about you?
I'd be sad if you. Will you be sad if you die? You think?
I think I'll be dead, bro.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'd be sad if you died.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, thank you. I'd be sad if you died too.
Thanks, man. I would be.
Do you worry about the end of your life?
Yeah, I worry about it in the sense it makes you really wonder. Then, what does my time mean?
What does your time mean? Like, what's important to you in this life right now?
I think probably just feeling more okay with myself, probably, and trying to maybe help other people.
Being more okay with yourself. Like, what bothers you about yourself?
I just wish I just felt more comfortable in my own skin a lot of time. You know, because I feel like I would be able to be more effective as a person if I could just trust my instincts, and I wish my instincts were like better calibrated. You be sad.
So you don't fear death, you feel like you're wasting your time. And the last part was it's like make your time count. Like do whatever you do here. Doesn't matter what you do, but just make it count.
So this has actually been thrown in my face very heavily in the past month or so, and I've had a friend who she died a couple of weeks ago. Now I haven't seen her I didn't see her very commonly. She was one of my very good friends' best friends.
Yeah,
we were good friends. We used to go out a lot when we were younger. You know, bar 120 all the time. She's like an older sister almost, like looking after me. And yeah, she died like 42 years old. And the thing that we all gained out of this, so watching her young boy deliver a eulogy, like 10 years old.
Yeah, right.
So maturely as well. But hearing him talk about his mum and how she prioritized experiences before she learned about her impending death, like she had made this switch, and it's never too late to do this. And it really put it in my face of like, what the fuck does a house, does a nice shirt, there's all these material things, what do they really matter? They're nice, and I'm not going to deny that we don't want them.
They help you get vagina.
Yeah, they're nice. They're good.
Yeah.
But they're not important. And experiences and being present with others, and just I refuse to prioritize, buying a house or buying a nice coat over going on a group. I cannot replace that trip to Bali last year, for example, with for a 40th birthday with 90 friends.
Yeah.
That cannot be reproduced, and I can never get that back.
Yeah.
And I guess the good thing when you're on holiday is you put your phone away a lot of that time.
Yeah.
And phones are, and I'm battling with it, like putting my phone away and being present. Like it's hard, and it's something I want to improve.
Well, that's where the podcast is good.
Yeah, well, yeah, we don't look at it and stuff. It's really good for
Even
that.
I just showed you a clip on my phone. But
yeah. So I think the thing that I have, and it's obviously been put in with my own personal family stuff recently and over the last couple of years, is you don't get that time back. And I think the most important thing is to be present and compassionate and loving to everyone around us.
Yeah.
Like even myself, I've had to reflect on myself as a son, and like what sort of how do I present myself to my parents when I'm grumpy or I'm tired or they're like living with me at the moment. Mum will just want to come and say good morning, and if I'm like I'm not ready yet to say good morning, like sometimes it takes you a bit to wake up or whatever, and I go whatever.
Yeah, I feel like that. Even people that come to visit, like I was fucking real short and like pissed off. Then I get pissed off at myself. I'm like, why am I being like that? These guys have like Imad came around, and I was really fucking I think it was like, I won't blame the meds, but I was like really sort of frustrated, and I was being sort of short with him, and I was like, fuck man, I feel bad. So I was like, sorry man, like I'm fucking fuck all over the shop, but like there's no need to be like that, man. So I'm
But
like,
also
fuck.
don't beat yourself up for that. If you've got awareness and acknowledge it and go, and you know what the hardest thing would be? Like, and I haven't done this, maybe I can go say, hey, sorry, mum and dad. Sorry I've been grumpy, or maybe like having you in my house makes me feel like I don't have my own space or something like that. But that does.
Well, I saw this.
I've offered you the space.
Yeah.
What-
Yeah, don't be resentful.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like I saw a great reel the other day. How weird is life now? It's like, oh, I got this great advice from this reel I saw.
yeah.
So weird. It used to be I had this conversation the other day.
Yeah.
Now it's like I saw this, but it's good. There's so much positives for all the negatives. You see some really great thought-provoking stuff, but it was talking about communication between guys and girls, and I'm trying to use that now just all the time. Instead of getting pissed off with your partner, like, oh, if they're running late, fuck, you're always late. Or like, can you do this? You just put a reason why after it, and that helps dispel any sort of what you think I'm mad about, why I think you're mad at me. If you go, hey, I am getting frustrated because you're running late because this makes me look, to my clients, I look like a poor thing. Or, hey, can you fill up the water jug at night? Because when I get there in the morning, I'm running out of time, whatever. It's just give people a reason. Because if you just go, oh, you never fill up the water jug, instead of doing it that way, you go, oh, I need you to fill the water jug up because, and just put a reason on it, and it fucking fixes 80% of all things.
Yeah.
It's like, instead of being told what to do, or I need you to do something, just go, hey, this is happening, and this is why.
Yeah. And the telling.
Yeah.
And I joke with Grace.
Yeah.
Because she'll go, give me a kiss.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, can you ask me to give you a kiss?
Well, I see if you go, give me a BJ. Flip it back on it. Just go, give us a BJ.
Give us a gobby. But yeah, it is asking as well.
Yeah.
Asking instead of telling.
Yeah.
Like, who are you to tell someone what to
Yeah.
do? Ask, hey, can you do this?
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah.
That is great. Yeah, it's really good.
It's so simple. I was like, yeah, it's so simple, man. But because you get so like familiar with your partner and little things bug you.
Yeah.
Like, fucking you always do this.
Yeah.
You're always late. So I like that. So now when I'm communicating with people, I try to give them a reason as to why I need them to do something or why I feel a certain way. But before we're talking about learned helplessness, I've seen this awesome teaching clip.
Yeah.
About learned helplessness. Have you seen it? So they give the class a anagram test.
Yeah.
So it's like the word bat. You could rearrange the letters to make tab.
Yep.
So an anagram. One half of the room.
Convenient that you would use the word tab.
Well, it's what they actually used in the test.
Yeah.
But one half of the room, they gave 3 solvable anagrams, and the other half of the room, they gave 2 unsolvable and 1 solvable. So the first one was bat and tab, and they were like, put your hand up when you got it. Half the room, hand up. The other half are looking at them going, what the fuck? Next question, put your hand up, have you got it? Which was lemon. So rearrange it to make melon. And the other half's going, fuck, we don't have it.
Because they got a different.
They have different ones,
Yep.
but they didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then the third word they both had was the same, and it was Cinerama, and it rearranges to make American.
Okay.
And then the whole room, because they'd been like trained that they can't get it. None of them could do the third one, and the whole other half of the room got the third one.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, this is not a test on how well you know, this is a test on learned helplessness.
Yeah.
And they were like, how did you feel? Like, I felt dumb, I felt frustrated, I felt rushed because everyone else was getting it and I wasn't getting it. So I learnt that I was dumb. And then just that prompting and that training was a massive.
They were saying like word 1. Who got word 1?
Who got word 1? Yeah.
Who got word 2?
Yeah.
Who got word 3?
Yeah. So you shouldn't be comparing yourself to other people, but also if you are learning that you're always shit, the next task that comes through in your life where you can succeed, if you've told yourself, I never get this, or I never get the job I want, or I'm not going to fail, because I've always failed, then
I like
you're
how
already losing.
That's so serendipitous that you brought up that you are what you think, you know, because on like 10 minutes before I came and picked you up, I was like, okay, just in case I don't know what we're going to talk about today, I'll Google some things And guess what I Googled?
You porn.
Actually, well, guess what came up? Where is it? Where's my fucking...
Search history says, give me a BJ.
Okay. You become what you think about all day long.
Well, there you go.
As a man thinketh in his heart, so he is.
Yeah.
Like, this is all came up.
Yeah.
Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Yeah.
These are 4 quotes. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Buddha.
Yeah.
And change your thoughts and you change your world.
Yeah.
Your world. So, like, that's very interesting that you just brought that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, very...
Yeah, well, wherever your energy's focused on is what happens. Like I said to Mum yesterday, it's not ironic, but it's weird that the minute I put my prices up for celebrancy, all my energy was on that. I was like, oh my God, will I get any bookings? I'm sure I can. I'm worth it. I got 6 weddings within the first 3 weeks at my new price because all my energy was focused on that. And I wasn't doing any extra marketing. I wasn't doing anything different other than thinking about my price has gone up. No, I'm worth it. This is going to be great.
I'm worth it, yeah.
Right? Now, I haven't thought about booking a wedding for months. I haven't had a single inquiry about my weddings, and all my focus has been on teacher comedy and booking teacher comedy.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell you. Out of the blue, I got an email from the runners of the Sydney Comics comedy store, and they do all these massive theatres, just out of the blue going, hey, I've seen you doing great with your show. Would love to book you for all these theatres.
Yeah.
Let's see how we can work together. It's like Darlinghurst, all these big theatres.
Yeah.
And I've put all my energy, and I haven't had a single fucking wedding booking, man. I haven't had anybody inquire because I haven't been thinking about it. So wherever my energy is focused is what I'm manifesting to be true in my life.
Yeah.
And then
even physically, mentally, everything. Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty wild. I'm like, I haven't had a single...
Yeah.
Since I shifted my focus, I haven't had a single fucking inquiry, single wedding. And then my mate, I won't say who it is, but he's struggling a bit and he needed some money. And he was like, well, I'm just going to manifest. I'm going to put it out there. Like, I need this. I need to fucking come up with this money. How am I going to do this? So he's got all these ideas thinking of it. Literally, next morning, his phone rang. His mate goes, man, I need help up north on the mines. I've got this job. It's $65 an hour. When can you start? He's like, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So just putting the positive manifest. It sounds so gay, but
no, it's
just visualizing and manifesting and putting it out there rather than go, oh man, I'm broke. I'm never going to get paid. There's no way to make money. Then of course you're going to live that.
And well,
but again, full at the well in Ethiopia that wants water. I don't know if it works, but
well, if we are, well, again, you're only a product of.
You are what you say you are.
Man, think of like they're not they don't even entertain that as a reality. Like if it's on fufu wanting water, like they don't, or whatever they want, like to be a superstar, they don't even entertain that idea. But if they do entertain that idea and fully believe it and then trust it's just going to happen, that's where it changes because you just find the pathway there. I think what you do very well is you just go, that's what I want.
Yeah.
And it just, you put yourself in the areas in which what you want.
Yeah, which I was fucking broken ankle. Dumb.
Yeah.
For new listeners, I landed in Bali. I go, man, I fucking want to fake being in a wheelchair so I can skip the queue on the way back.
Yeah.
I'll put that out there and fucking left Bali in a wheelchair with a broken ankle.
Yeah. But
dumb cunt.
I think you do become what you think, and that's sort of like relative to, for example, like how you're feeling. So if I remember even running actually in the ultra marathon, and I was fucking flying. And
look at me, man, I'm flying.
I was fucking
flying, mate.
I was flying, and I felt fucking good. And I was like, I'm feeling fucking good. And then I started feeling a little bit like tired. And then I started going, I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's going to hurt.
Yeah.
And then I started saying, I'm fucking hurting. And then as soon as I said it was hurting, I started noticing everything that was hurting. And you start to realize, what you focus on is what you have.
Yeah.
And if it's your pain you focus on or whether it's your success, you're going to have either one of those.
Yeah.
So you're still going to have pain and success no matter what. But what are you focusing on?
I have a big dick.
Yeah.
I have a big dick.
But it
feels big.
If I was to be thinking, if I'm trying to like podcast, for example, and I see all the success here, and if I was to focus on the pain of something that's going on outside it, then what good is this success here? Like I'll be here. I'll be hearing this painful part instead of being like, no, this is the success that I wanted, or the fun that I wanted, or the happiness, or the joy, or the creativity. If I'm not focusing on that, that's still there. I still need to acknowledge this pain over here, but it doesn't mean...
Yeah, it's all perception, perspective.
Correct.
Perception and perspective. Just figuring out, catch yourself, man. Like, would I say this to my friend? Would I say this to my friend going through a hard time? If you wouldn't, then you don't say it to yourself.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So,
Very nice.
I have 2 clips about love. I don't know if we should talk about that today.
Do it, man.
Looking at time, I've got the ghost stories. It's 10:05.
Save the ghost stories. We'll do a full episode of ghost. I'll get a topic, and you can do the ghost stories. Like, I'll find a spooky topic.
I've got about 4 or 5 good ones.
Should we do 9/11 sometime as well? Because there's a lot on
Well,
that.
it depends, man. Do we want to be assassinated? Do we want to be shut down? Because essentially, there's only one truth that can be. You can only come to one conclusion after looking at all of the evidence and all of the facts.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's no other logical conclusion. Even like the firefighters that have said, I heard a bomb going off.
Yeah.
And that's been scrubbed.
Those buildings were blown up.
Just the fact that they found a passport perfect passport from a plane crash that's melted steel. They should be making the plane out of that passport.
So let's save 9/11 for we'll do a whole deep dive dig into 9/11 because that's.
Did we do one with my brother ages ago? My brother Chris. I might get Chris back on because he's right across all that.
Yeah. But now read me some stuff about love because this has been good. Love and feelings and the man he thinketh. That's a book that I need to read. I think it Thinketh the Man. I think it's called or something like that. Basically saying you are what you think.
Yeah,
it's some one that was.
Is there a book called that? I reckon that would sell.
Yeah, it's called. Is
there a book called "You Are What You Think"? Because if not, we should make a book and just clip together all the guests' information. Do a different chapter from a different expert on manifestation.
Well, potentially, but that's what Buddha said. You are what you think. Fuck Buddha.
Whatever. I found one clear study finds that when a woman feels truly loved, her body begins to heal as stress lowers, inflammation reduces, and immunity improves. I found that was interesting.
That's interesting and why do you think they heal and why do you think they have those? Is there a reason behind it? Surely the study suggests why.
It didn't have a reason.
The study showed this, but we don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Oh, I've lost the I've lost the loved ones. I had them saved.
As what?
They were just really interesting quotes on love and sort of feelings. Oh, that's so annoying.
Nah, it's all good.
I read them yesterday. It was like...
Okay. Well, here's one.
Oh, well, maybe we can finish with the stories and I'll find the loved ones.
Okay. Well, yeah, tell us a few ghost stories, but I'll tell you a thing on love. Here we go. Your task is not to seek for love.
Oh, I found them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all barriers within yourself that you have built against it.
Oh, that's relevant to me.
You put walls up to protect yourself and those things
especially at an Oasis concert.
Those very walls that you put up to protect yourself also block the love from coming in.
Yeah, well, I mean, even when we were talking about you are what you think, like, I had trained my body to tell me, my mind to say that people let you down, you can only rely on yourself. And that's been a fucking a belief that has turned into a truth for me over time. And then breaking my ankle has been able to break that wall down and go, actually, no, I can trust people. I can rely on people. It's just that you haven't given them the opportunity.
Yeah, because it's that learned behavior that we talk, learned experience, or even if it's not learned, it's perceived experiences and what you.
Well, I've always been like, fuck, I'm foolproofing myself from things going wrong.
Yes, but those very things that are protecting you are actually blocking what you want to come in.
So, but with the love thing, I don't know. I just don't know, man. Maybe the barriers I put up, but also I've manifest my most successful show is 33 years single.
Do you want to?
I'm
is that
pretty
strong.
Is
that a wall?
Yeah, I think so. Big time, man.
But then again, so here's the positive.
But I've reframed it. It's like I was single for 33 years.
Yeah. Well, yeah, correct.
Because it's true.
But also, think of it like this, because there's 33 years single. Fucking, I love it. It's a good show, not just pumping you up. It's really good. Some solid bits in there. And you've always like, I can't find some clips to go viral because all your best bits you don't want to get rid of. But if you then go, right, well, I'm no longer doing 33 years single, you can let that go, clip up the fucking killer bits. That will actually probably pump you forward into a bigger realm of comedy.
Yeah.
And then you work on a new hour.
Yeah.
Of which you probably got a fucking new hour anyway.
Yeah, well, I knew I was gonna. It's wicked.
And also, you're good enough to write a new hour. So maybe that's your goal. Like, okay, no more 33 years single.
It's funny because my next show I was going to do called 38 years single.
Fucking hell.
Because hashtag the ick, it was great. That's allowed me to write a new hour.
There you go. There's
us.
ick. Like that, maybe that's your thing, and just move away from.
Yeah, but it doesn't sell tickets.
Yeah.
So like 38 years, if you saw 33 and then 38, even if you didn't see 33 and you saw 38 years single, you'd buy a ticket.
Can you still get rid of all of your old material? Because that's more what's holding.
38 years single is all new. It'll be all new stuff that I've got from hashtag the ick. So being able to build it.
Cool.
So
release 33 years single, get all your bits,
I want to
film them
film
really
it.
well. Yeah, film it. Yeah, I'll help you. I don't mind doing that. Like
Yeah.
for you, that's fine. We'll film it.
I just need to copy Luke Kidgell's template, the way that he films, because it's not enough just to have the comedian on the screen. No. You need the crowd reaction, I think.
Yep.
But I've got hours of footage sitting there that's fucking useless, man. I think about it like, what's the point of having it? Like, you need a niche. You need something different. It's been frustrating.
Yours is rap, man.
Yeah, but no one watches that, man. No one clips, like, no one fucking gives a fuck.
Yeah,
it's all in person.
Yeah.
There needs to be a way to do it. We've spoken about it before.
But your rapping in the show is your niche.
Yeah, but
Maybe
that
it's
doesn't get
not
any views either.
Yeah,
it's fucked. Like,
yeah, but as in rapping in your show is your niche as a performer, and people know that. But maybe there's a different way of communicating the rapping.
yeah,
Like
but
maybe-
even that, you know, my strength now. Is my
Riffing.
riff. My improv is a strength. But the guy that filmed my show, he's like, man, you're quicker than anyone I've ever seen on stage. You're
It's too quick.
yeah, like your riff, and that's why the raps are good because it's riff. It's
What did you
improv.
say the other day? And then even Mush was like, "What the fuck, man?"
I don't know.
With your, you said something in the response. It was very quick.
Don't know.
Anyway,
Where at? What, from a video I saw? Or from a video I
of
said?
yours, that you posted, and I was like, "Fuck, man, that's too quick."
The teacher one where
Yeah, I
it was
think
like
so.
when people take responsibility. I go, what annoys you? And the person in the crowd said, well, when people take credit for something that you've done. I go, I was going to say that. I was going to say that first.
Yes.
So like,
really,
to think that was like no time.
Yeah. So own your niche or own your strength, which is that.
Yeah.
Your ADD brain. People will be like, "What crack is that guy?" We get so many comments. What a crack is that? No, he's just severe ADD.
Yeah.
Use that as your fucking superpower. You are so much quicker and faster than anyone I've ever seen. But and that might come across as like skittish, but fuck, it's your superpower on stage. So just lean into it.
The crackage.
The crackage.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I want to get on have
The crack.
any panel shows. Have you been paying attention? Or any of that. I need to figure out how I can clip up all the riffs and the quickness and send it into. Yeah. I know it's like a dying industry, but like I love the fact Brady Blake's doing all that shit's killer.
Yeah, it's so good. Man.
These were just some quotes on love. There's a Turkish saying, if you truly love someone, you love them twice. The first time it's all about attraction, their smile, voice, presence, but slowly the curtain lifts. You see their scars, insecurities, mood swings, trauma, moral differences. It's no longer perfect, it's real. And if you can still love them without filters, without expectation, that's not infatuation. That's the love of understanding, the kind that stays, the kind that grows.
I like that.
I don't know how they translated that from Turkish. But actually, the saying is just, if you truly love someone, you love them twice. That's the Turkish saying.
Yeah.
And the second bit,
Is the interpretation.
that's so real, hey?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
when you fall for someone, that's why, like...
Yeah, you initially start, you look at them, you see them, you see them, you think they're attractive potentially, or whatever. There's something about them that draws you to them.
Yeah.
And then there's the person. You learn, like, I find the things that I think sometimes the things that I fall in love with the most with people is their flaws or flaws.
It's like cute.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
unless
I
you're a
wouldn't call them
feminist.
flaws. Yeah, I wouldn't call them flaws, but they're
It's annoying.
they're things. They're annoying traits.
Yeah, if you like their annoying traits, you're onto a winner.
I think so.
Yeah. So that's
That's what
that's
I mean.
nice.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's such a strange thing. Attraction's such a strange beast to me. Like you're into. It's so strange how you can be so into someone. Like you're like, man, this chick's fucking hot. They're funny, this, that, and after 2 weeks, you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, they're a fucking piece of shit to be around.
Yeah, it's the person.
Yeah.
So the initial attraction is the one gets you there, but then if you don't like the person, you don't stick around.
Yeah. I love, like, when you like someone because you're in the honeymoon phase forever. I love that.
Yeah, I'm still in that honeymoon phase, and
that's good.
It's good, man. It's going
if it doesn't leave, that's what you want.
We're yet
don't put it out there.
You've never had an argument.
Okay, welcome to your international trip together. Okay, let's see how fucking long that lasts.
We've been on a few.
When you're on the underground and she wants to go one way, it's this way. I fucking told you.
Well, you talk about communication. We're very good at that.
Yeah.
And like for example, if I'm or her are grumpy, just be like, hey, I'm really I'm probably not as good as her as communicating it, but we'll just, instead of me having a crack at her or you or anyone, I'll be
Crackage.
well, she will say, I'm just a bit off this afternoon, and I'll be like, that's good, that's all cool.
You're a woman, it's okay.
But she won't have a crack at me either. She won't I know. I can see.
Sounds healthy.
It is. It's real healthy.
Yeah.
But I think that's where you see a healthy relationship, the communication of like, hey, I'm not feeling great this afternoon.
Yeah.
A good relationship, they'll give you space, or I'm still learning as well. Well, for everyone, I think everyone's always learning, but I'm learning to read situations and like, is this where you just need to listen? Is this where, maybe dig a bit deeper?
I always ask, I'm like, do you want me to listen or do you want solutions?
Yeah.
And girls are so weird. They want to fucking whinge and they don't want a solution.
Yeah.
They just want to be like, yeah, it sucks. And they want you to go, oh, that must be hard for you.
Yeah. But sometimes they do, and I've started to, there's a difference. There is times where they just want to vent and stuff about something not meaningless, but something a bit smaller in life. Yeah. But if it's something bigger, maybe you do need to put a bit more attention.
It's so frustrating, though. You'd be like, oh, my car's always turning left. It's like, well, have you had the wheel alignment? or it's like, your car doesn't have a right tyre. You're missing a right tyre. They don't want you to point that out. They just want you to go, oh, that must be hard, but let's plan a route where you can always turn left.
Yeah. That's so funny. Oh, classic.
This one was great. And it's kind of relevant, I think, to me in past circumstances. But it's from Lemony Snicket.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, Jim.
So it says, I will love you if I never see you again, and I will love you if I see you every day. I will love you as we find ourselves farther and farther from one another, where once we were so close. I will love you until your face is fogged by distant memory. I will love you no matter where you go and who you see. I will love you if you don't marry me. I will love you if you marry someone else. And I will love you if you never marry at all and spend your years wishing you had married me after all. That is how I will love you even as the world goes on its wicked ways. I'm like, that is probably one of the best definitions of true love that I think you can have. If you love someone so much that you still love them, if they marry someone else.
Unconditional love.
Yeah.
You're not loving for the hope of reciprocation. You are loving because that is what you give.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what struck a chord. That's how you know you really like someone. So that's how I feel about sports bet. Which, by the way, they didn't pay that Flanders kick.
I know
we've exhausted every avenue we can.
It's fucked.
It's clearly a kick.
Yeah.
It's clearly a kick. And Champion Data said, no, we looked at it from another angle. It's like, you don't need another angle.
Yeah.
You can see that it's hitting his boot and going forward. So that was a $31,000 mistake. So my mate didn't lose.
Imagine if you did that, though, over 20 years of your bets.
Yeah.
You'd fucking find a few.
Oh, dude. Don't worry about it. I know I've been robbed. I've been robbed many a times. And because it comes down to human error. But they said, Champion, because my mate was like, well, if you look at this, AI's analysed it, the velocity.
Yeah, you hit up Ward, hey?
Hey?
Ward?
I hit up everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. And they said, like, pretty fucking snarky. They were like, we have expert humans and we don't rely on AI. It's like,
okay.
you fucking dogs.
All right.
For those listening, if you're a footy fan, we had Flanders for 30, paying 34 to 1. I had $100 on it, and my mate had a multi Flanders for 30 into Bont for 35. And 2 goals, and he was going to win $23,000. Flanders got given. He kicked it, but they didn't pay it. And he was benched for the last 12 minutes of the game for no reason.
Yeah.
For no reason. The game was in the balance, and he was sitting on the bench from the 7-minute mark and it added up to 12. All we needed was a touch, and he didn't go on. This is where conspiracy theories come from betting, man. It's like, why would you put one of your best players on the bench when the game is on the line for the whole game and he wasn't injured?
I don't know. Was he cramping? Was he fucked?
No.
He might have been tight. Like, they have all their data. And
I don't know.
and
The conspiracies are wild.
Because they can see their outputs and they're like, he's fucked. Like, he can't run now or whatever. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
He just needed one kick or one handball. And the same thing happened to me, like Kane Farrell. He sat on the bench. He needed 2 possessions for $2.5 grand. And he went off the game for the last 10 minutes and he wasn't injured or anything. That's where I'm like, the tinfoil hat comes out and goes, do bookies go, if you can, take this guy off because we're going to lose a fortune and we sponsor the TV rights. Like,
maybe.
There has to be. It's just, I don't know if that's crack. You think, like, you say you're a tinfoil hat, but that ended up being true in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, the referees were all crooked.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
even last year, 2 years ago in the Brownlow medal, I was like, Rosie should have got most votes, and that cunt was a crooked umpire.
Was he?
Did you not see that?
No, I can't remember that one.
Dude, like one of the umpires, he's been fined and fired because he influenced the Brownlow medal betting.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, on the Port game.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Hectic.
But anyway, I've had a lot of wins. So I haven't shared all of my good wins with you. I've just shown a couple of.
You've been doing really well.
Killing, bro.
Okay, well, send them my
Touch
way,
wood.
please. All right, I do have to bugger off because I got golf booked in. Delby, anything you want to plug?
Well, when's this being released?
I'll put this out on Monday.
So this Thursday, I'll be on one leg going to Adelaide. I'll be there Friday night, July 4th. Weirdly, tickets have stalled at 150. So I'm going to see 250 of you there. Manifestation.
Good work.
And then Renmark, Mildura. And then I'm going to be in New South Wales doing a huge run of shows. Just check out Teach Comedy Night or my Instagram and click the links for Linktree. I didn't even tell you, like, I've got a private, like for a school, their deputy's retiring. It's in Melbourne. And I was like, well, I could stop over on my way to the Gold Coast. If you want to do it Monday. They're like, yeah, we got a PD day Monday, just the random day that I have free. And it's a $3,000 job for 45 minutes, bro.
Oh, my Lord.
So I'm just going to fly there from Sydney and then go to Gold Coast.
Perfect.
Like, so sick.
How good?
So sick, man.
That's
and
awesome.
Imad's coming over to Gold Coast for the week. So just by chance, he's like, man, I need a holiday. I was like, well, I'm going to be in Gold Coast
Oh, perfect.
for Sammy's birthday and some shows. Sammy's wedding.
Yep.
And he goes, I'll come over. So now I've got a driver there. So I've got a driver in each state.
Perfect. I love that. That's awesome.
For those who want to see Imad, go look at the Instagram story. He's in between us on the photo.
Yes. Imad Arabi, the Mad Arab.
And we're not being racist there. His name is Imad Arabi, Imadarabi.
Which spells mad.
If you take the I's off his name, it's Mad Arab.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I got nothing to plug, but this will be the last episode prior to me leaving for the Europe and Delby going to Eastern States.
Yeah.
And then we'll get one in at the end of July, and then you'll be gone another month and a half.
Yep.
So
we're gonna record some eps to drip feed.
There will be
so there's gonna be fresh episodes each week.
Yeah, for the next 3 weeks there'll be at least 4 episodes go out still. Yeah. So that's good. And when I get back, looks like Pez and 360 coming on the podcast.
Yeah.
If you don't think I'm not going to make them sing Summer Days, the festival song live in the studio, you got something coming. But yeah, cheers.
Fuck, I wish I could freestyle with them on that, man.
No, that would be sick. We'll do it again, man. They're like 360 messages all the time. I think this is more of a common, like if he's in town, we'll sort it. So that would be sick, man.
Oh, I didn't talk about how church went when you went to church. So
I half talked about it with Corey very briefly. But yeah, we'll talk about it more next. Yeah, with the ghost stories.
Yeah, right.
But sick.
All right.
Oh,
I'm doing comedians versus rappers tonight as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do it on one leg.
Are they finally doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Bye-bye.